Hey, what is up? It is Depor here from DPorGaming, and welcome to Game 3 of this best of 7 series between Chobo and Believe. Chobo is playing as the blue orc player, and Believe is playing as the pink undead player, and this is a WL if you guys didn't catch the first two games. But anyways, we have Chobo. This is a pretty entertaining series. The first two games were great, so let's hope game number 3 is just as entertaining. So we have Chobo. I think might want to do more commentaries on Chobo. Chobo's actually kind of a, I don't know, I've never really heard of him, and he seems like he's a pretty good orc player. Anyways, let's get off Chobo. PlayXP.com. So I wasn't sponsoring, I was just anyways, screw that. Anyways, we have Chobo. Looks like he's going for a kind of a weird, nope, I thought that was a weird burrow placement, but no, it wasn't. He's just gonna put his voodoo shop right here and put his orc bestiary right here. Anyways, let's see what Believe's doing. Believe's going standard. DK fiends. It looks like, again, you can tell because he's going for the crypt, graveyard, then the late altar. Well, semi-late, it's not too late, but anyways, we have Chobo at the right side of Echo Isles, if you guys didn't recognize this map already, and we have Believe spawned at the left side of Echo Isles. So anyways, it's going to be interesting to see what Chobo's going to do. I think game 1 Chobo actually did go, I think Chobo went casters. I don't know, I don't even recall game 1. But anyways, I did that conversation such a long time ago. I just did game 2 like 5 minutes ago. Anyways, we have Chobo. He did go standard against undead. It's pretty tough to beat that, actually. Orc, it's very strong if you have a Torn Chieftain at high level stomp. It's pretty difficult if you get some good stomps on your fiends, and Believe kind of struggled with that. Let's see if Chobo's gonna do that once again. Maybe he's gonna go Blade Master and then Torn TC. It's all deciding factor if he puts down that bestiary and no altar. Voodoo. Spirit Lodge. Gosh. So anyways, putting down the Voodoo Launch right now, we have the Orc Burrow kind of far back in his base as well, not putting it here. We do have the Blade Master about to come out. There was a scout by Peon. No scout coming from Believe yet, so if actually Believe's going for a Lich, so this could mean we're gonna see a tower push. That'd be interesting. Yeah, he did go for early Tomb of Relics as well, so well, not too early, that's basically the standard time, but Lich is the telltale signs of a quick undead tower push. Maybe Believe felt that he could get Chobo on a tower push, and let's see, he does have the graveyard, so he can buy some. Maybe he's gonna wait till that Ziggurat's down. We have 2 fiends coming out already. Nice little flag fight. AWL. We have the Blade actually finishing this whole creep spot out with this one grunt. Did pick up a bad item, the Ring of Protection as well, so he's just gonna sell that. Pick up some salves and maybe get that boost of speed when it turns nighttime. But he's gonna have to do that quick because we do have a Lich tower push, it looks like, coming. And once that burrows up, let's see if he's gonna make that what do you call it? Yeah, he did get a Rod Necromancy and already have Dust Appearance. Let's see if he's gonna make a Acolyte right here. That's all deciding factor. If he makes a 6 Acolyte, that is the telltale signs of a tower push, and that will be a very interesting game. Let's see what we have the early tech coming for Chobo. Actually, only 1 grunt. No, we got 2 grunts. Never mind, not early tech, just standard tech. And we have Chobo. Looks like, ooh, what is this? Yeah, he's researching backpack, so that is definitely the telltale signs of a tower push. Getting another fiend involved, so Lich fiends is always kind of a shocker if you see that as an orc, and that's always basically, you know, some hints that he is going to go for an early tower push. We do have a skeleton actually coming here to scout this Ogre Mauler, and it doesn't look like Chobo's going to be aggressive and go for it. No, he is, it looks like. We do have, maybe the Lich wants to pick up level 3 before he goes out. Yep, there is the 6 Acolyte, so this will be a tower push coming for Believe, so this will be a pretty interesting game. Let's see how well Chobo is able to defend this this push. The undead power push is very strong. The only way you're going to be able to defend it is to hold off until you can get T2 and maybe pick up a quick Tavern Hero, or maybe just go for Torn Chieftain. Not too sure, but you really need to get some Demolishers out to counter the undead tower push. No, maybe he's not going for it. Maybe he's going to go for a quick expansion, maybe? Possibly? Yeah, maybe he's going to go for a quick expansion, maybe he won't go for a tower push. I mean, he's still sitting at T1, so possibly going for a tower push, maybe just going for the early T2, and then he's going to push out. No, I don't think he is going to go for expansion. It's too risky, I think. Why would you do that with a Lich anyways for a quick expand? Ooh, actually, he's going for the quick expand. Ooh, that is interesting. Never really see undead players do this too much. He is getting a Ziggurat down, and there is no scouting coming for Chobo yet, so Chobo is unaware that He's going Lich, but anyways, we have a great haul being put up for Chobo as well. Quick expansion coming for both players, it looks like. And actually, we have Believe dragging out the creep so he can stay near this expansion point to defend it. And he will have basically a pretty easy time with a level 3 Lich now. Picked up a Tome of XP. How lucky can you get? And there's an expansion coming up for Believe. Let's see if he's going to make the Acolytes just from the main base. And here we go. We got Chobo spotting this, and Chobo's going to be like, wow. I should have scouted earlier. There's too many fiends here for Chobo to take this, and too much frost armor. Let's see what he's gonna go for, and it doesn't even look like Chobo's gonna engage. Maybe he's gonna go for like one crit and then Windwalk out. Ooh, didn't have time to crit. His Windwalk actually weared off. There is a instant frost nova, slowing the blade down and forcing the blade back. And there's a dust of appearance, so blade will have to back off for some time. But meanwhile, we don't have Believe spotting the expansion for Chobo, so if Chobo's able to basically push back the undead, but people always say, or my friends say, that undead expansion is very, very powerful compared to the orc expansion. It almost doesn't matter if the orc has expansion, if the undead has expansion. It's just undead can pump out way too many strong units, including frost worms and quick destroyers very quickly in any amount of time if you give them time to. It doesn't look like we're seeing any tech yet coming for Believe, so his tech will be delayed very bad. And let's see how well Chobo is able to use his time wisely. Actually, Chobo going for the caster look, so he's going to go for Rare Walker with the Shadow Hunter. Maybe just feels more confident with that, knowing that Believe's not going to have an early tech and doesn't have that quick level 2 coil coming for the DK for nuke. But I mean, it's a nice exchange for Believe. Does have the level 2 Frost Nova already instead of the coil, but doesn't have the DK for heals. But he also does have that Frost armor to defend against that Blade Master harass, which is gonna be really nice. It does look like Believe will spot this expansion point, and let's see if Chobo is going to want to defend this. I'm not sure if Chobo can actually take this with the level 3 Lich, and Lich actually picks up Boots of Speed. Does have a Gloves of Haste as well, and Blade actually does have some decent items. There's a skeleton actually spotting the expansion point, and let's see if Believe is gonna go in. It does look like Believe wants to go for this, at least try to harass it a little bit. Does have some good initial damage on that blade with that Frost Nova, and very nice here for Believe. And let's see if the actually does have one Raider out, so maybe he wants to try to push this back. Expansion is up for Chobo, and see if Chobo's gonna try to heal. Only 1 on a heal. Here we go. Got the army of Chobo coming in, and there is a Hex on the Lich, so he is going for the Lich right away, and Lich just have to be careful. There is no heal, and he's gonna force a TP right away. Nicely done here by Chobo, pushing him back, keeping that expansion alive, and he is using his T2 quicker than Believe to his advantage right now. Got that Shadow Hunter. I was just waiting for that Shadow Hunter to get out to try to focus down the Lich. And we got that expansion point coming down for Believe. Let's see if we have attack yet. There is attack coming from Believe, and the Believe's base is basically wide open. If Chobo's able to take down these fiends and the Lich, it will be GG. I mean, there's nothing too much to defend the base. Speaking of that, there's nothing too much to defend the expansion as well. Just 1 Spirit Tower and 1 Nerubian Tower. So as long as he keeps an eye on Believe's army and doesn't let it get too big, I guess you could say, he's in good shape. Chobo's Blade Master will pick up level 3 off that little creep camp, and does pick up a Ring of Protection. Most likely going to sell that. Did pop a sell before he went to Windwalk. It does look like Shadow Hunter is going to go to this mercenary camp. He's going to drag it out and pick up level 2 for some healing wave Blade. Let's see if Blade's going to pick up any items. Going to sell the item, and most likely pick up a Circle or something. No, just Scroll of Healing. And we actually have some creeping coming for Believe. Actually did put a Blight Ground here. I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe just bought 2 Blight Grounds, or maybe thought it would help him out or something. I'm not too sure. So we got some harassing coming for the for Chobo's Blade. Does take down one Acolyte, but he will be slowed and most likely will not be able to get that last Acolyte. And we do have Believe's Lich coming here. There's a nuke, and the Blade Master is very nukeable. If he does have a DK getting out, that Blade Master is very, very nukeable if he gets low. That Frost Nova does a lot of damage on that Blade Master. Actually getting out 2 mercenaries to Believe wasn't satisfied with his army, so he actually did pick up a Ogre Baller and a little Rock Golem for some slow. And this expansion still isn't healed up, sitting at 48 out of 60 food for Chobo, and sitting at 47, actually 49 out of 50 food for Believe. Let's see if Believe's gonna pick up. No, he's going Halls of the Dead, almost T2. Let's see if he's gonna pick up a DK or a hero from the tavern. Let's see what he decides to do. Doesn't have enough gold yet for a hero. Meanwhile, we have a little push, it looks like, coming from Believe. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go to the expansion, and that is not looking too good for Chobo, because he did not heal that, and most likely will be to use a Frost Nova and take down a lot of these peons. but let's see if there is a TP coming for the Lich, and there is no TP on the Shadowhunter, so the Shadowhunter will have to run. Looks like he used the speed scroll. Yeah, he did use the speed scroll, trying to get over to expansion right away. He is trying to heal it up, but the all DPons already did get Frost Nova, and are not looking too good for Chobo. Expansion will go down. There is a skeleton. It does get sacrifice right there by the Lich to pick up some more mana, and let's see if Believe wants to try to focus this down. That's really nice. Believe, even if he does have to TP, he did take down the expansion, which is really nice for him, delaying that expansion just to keep him in this game right now. Basically, Chobo has all map control except for that one little walk to the expansion point, so Believe using every inch of that on that expansion as he can. It does look like there is T3 coming for Chobo to already tacked it up, and maybe he's going to not go casters. Maybe he's just showing the casters. Does have only 2 Spirit Walkers. Now we have Believe running to the base. It looks like maybe going to try to take down a few burrows. It looks like, but it does look like the Mud Golem is actually going to get picked off. It looks like by Ensnare, really weak, only 240. Looks like he's trying to focus down some of these Orc burrows before he has to force a TP, and there's a TP. It doesn't look like the Orc burrow is going to fall though, and it looks like Chobo is going to survive. This burrow's going to survive another day. So we got some 2 Spirit Towers and a Tomb of Relics coming from Believe at his expansion point. Let's see if he is going to see a DK. We do see a DK, and there is a Black Citadel coming up, a Slaughterhouse as well. Nothing too much to defend this main base, except for that Black Citadel once it gets upgraded to so he can shoot some cold. But no towers coming from Believe at his base, so his base is very wide open except for 4 ghouls. DK coming out. DK will be a very big disadvantage though, with you know, level 1, and will be pretty quick focused down if it is in a bad position by Chobo. And Chobo does have level 3 Shadowhunter, does have a Scroll of Healing on it as well, and does have a level 2 Healing Wave. There is another expansion as well. I think he actually did buy the quick expansion from the main base, so nicely done there by Chobo, trying to get in this game very quickly. And it does look like we have the Shadowhunter coming back down and going to take down this big creep camp. It looks like we have the Lich running out with his Ogre Mauler, 4 Fiends, and it does look like he's going to go try to harass the expansion. It does look like DK's being chased down by a Blade Master, and Blade Master does have to boost speed, so he will be a little bit quicker than the DK. DK's move speed is already pretty quick, so it doesn't look like Blade is going to try to get it down. There is a Cold Tower coming. Chobo is focusing down this one ghoul, and they did pause really quick right there, and it does look like Blade Master's going to wind walk. It does look like we have a scout coming from Believe, and Believe actually did see the Orc army. There's a speed scroll. It does look like this won't be too good for Believe, and Believe, it looks like he's going to TP. There is, he's going for some focus. Let's see if he's going to get a Hex. No Hex coming on that the Lich, and maybe should have used the Hex right away, but there wasn't too much to focus down after he did Hex the Lich, unless he wanted to focus the Lich, but Lich would have just TP'd there. Nicely done there, Believe saving all of those Fiends with some Burrowed, and it does look like there is a Shadowhunter. Why did I say Shadowhunter? DK sitting with a Potion of Healing. He did pass the orb to the Lich, so Lich is sitting with the orb. Lich is very strong, but also is pretty weak, only 675 HP. Does have a Potion of Healing because that DK doesn't have really good healing right now. It's only level 1 coil, which doesn't heal too much. Does heal a little bit, but it's not too much. Let's see what we're seeing from Chobo. Chobo sitting at 50 food, waiting to bank up a little bit to pump out a lot of units. Does look like he's actually going for some Shaman, so maybe he feels like he can squeeze out a few Bloodlust or a few before that Believe is able to get out a few Destroyers. Remember, Believe did see that the Spirit Walker, so he is going for some Destroyers. In the past game, he really didn't have, you know, he shouldn't or didn't feel a need to turn him to Destroyers because there was no casters. Does look like we're having a scouting from this Blade. Maybe he's going to Blade. He's going to go for the Lich, it looks like. And let's see if he's going to get a hit on the Lich. Does have a scouting, actually. He's not going to go for the Lich. And DK is at level 2, so the sooner the DK gets at level 3, the worse it is for the Orc. And that's basically going to be pretty rough for the Orc player. Does look like we have some Spirit Link. Remember, there is no Destroyers yet coming in for this fight. Does look like this one Burrow Fiend is going to be countered. Actually, a Crypt Lord coming in as well. So we have Believe sitting at T3. Nicely done there by Believe using a Impale to counter that. It does look like this Fiend is going to drop a Gloves of Haste, though. And let's see if the Blade or Shadowhunter does pick it up. Shadowhunter does pick it up. It does look like Chobo's going to back up at this point. Let's see if Chobo is going to pick up a Scroll of the Healing or something. Even another one does have Let's see what items he has on Blade. Scroll of Healing on Blade and Shadowhunter as well. Did sell the item. I forget which one he had on the Shadowhunter, but did sell an item. Does look like Chobo does have a Scroll of Healing and a potion on that. He's a potion of all his heroes. No, not on his Lich, but Lich will be pretty beefy with a Frost Armor on him 24/7. And it does look, I believe, actually did pick up a TP on his Lich, I think. No, it picked up Dust's Appearance. He already TP. Actually did pick up a potion at lesser invulnerability too, so if Lich does get focused on, it would be really nice. 2 more Fiends coming in for Believe, and actually does have 2 Crypts now, so he's pumping out a lot of units after saving up all that cash from that expansion point. And here we go. It does look like we're gonna have a push coming from Believe. Believe's feeling pretty confident. It does have the, it looks like we have the Blade coming for the Scout. Is gonna be a little bit tardy here at this push, it looks like, but his units won't be. We actually have one Windrunner here. We do have one Shaman with some Bloodlust, and let's see if he does that. He's 1 Destroyer, and he's gonna most likely just use the 1 Bloodlust for the Blade Master possibly. And now there is a Bloodlust on that 1 Grunt, and here we go. We got the Blade Master ready, and Chobo's ready to rumble. Let's see. There is a lot of Fiends though coming from Believe. Believe's trying to get a little bit better positioning here. Is leading his heroes first. Another Fiend is getting involved. 2 Destroyers now, no statues now. It does look like he's going for more Destroyers than statues. And now we have Chobo just camping his base right now. Blade Master scouting this, and here we go. He is trying to, Believe is trying to bait him right now to this little choke point. And let's see if Chobo's going to fight there. That would be pretty bad for Chobo to fight, and Chobo knows this, so he's just staying towards his expansion. So Chobo is forcing Believe to put this fight near the expansion point in a more open area. There is the focus on that 1 Destroyer. There is cancelled by that coil. Does look like this Crypt Lord is being focused. We'll have to use a potion of healing pretty soon. Maybe a coil from the DK. There's a coil, and can use that potion if he is in trouble. Good positioning here by Chobo. Very nice positioning. There is a mana potion. Let's see if we got to get some heals from the Shadowhunter. There's a heal. That does look like this will be a rough fight for Chobo. And now Chobo is Blade Master just trying to focus down these Destroyers so he can use his casters very wisely. It does look like the Destroyers are going to fall though. 1 fell. It does look like Crypt Lord is being focused. Crypt Lord is being focused. There was a coil already, and already used the Scroll of the Healing and the potion, and all are blocked by his own Ghoul. And it does look like this Crypt Lord does go down. I'm not looking too good here, focusing down that 1 Shaman. It does look like this Windrunner will fall pretty easily. No, it didn't go down without a fight. There was a healing wave. DK still sitting at level 2. Lich sitting with a lot of mana. I'm not sure why he's not using a Frost Nova. Maybe he's waiting to focus, use it or something. Believe not using a Frost Nova. Where's Frost Nova? Level 5 Lich. Maybe he's waiting for level 5. Really needs to use Frost Nova. DK is being focused down. Does use his potion and potion invulnerability. I'm not sure why there's no coil. There's finally a coil coming to Believe. And a rough fight here coming from both players, losing a lot of units. This will be the fight of the game, it looks like. Another Windrider coming involved, focusing down that 1 Destroyer, countered by that DK level 3, coil level 3. There is a focus on the Blade Master. Blade Master looks like he's being focused down. Does have a potion of invulnerability. You see, there's a potion of invulnerability. Nice crit there on the Lich, and Lich is going to TP. So really nice fight here coming for both players, but it does look like Chobo was successful in pushing back that undead player, and Chobo is going to have to, I believe it's still looking pretty strong, because in order for Chobo to win, Chobo still has to advance into the undead base, which is always more difficult fighting on your away turf than your home turf. So Chobo was very beneficial with this Voodoo Lounge back here for Shadowhunter, pick up some mana pots and stuff, and it does look like he actually had some Spirit Link on these peons. So it looks like he had Blade Master picking up another potion of invulnerability. No, I think he didn't even have to use it. So we have Believe sitting at his expansion point, guarding it. Actually, he does have 2 Necropolises here. I'm not sure why he got 2. Maybe just for some... Maybe he just got it just because he had enough gold but didn't have enough lumber to actually make another farm. So maybe that's why, that's the reason he did it. Not too sure. But we do have the Blade Master coming in for a scout. He's going to be slowed down by the Black Citadel. And it does look like Believe is not going to give up. And Believe is going to run back to the expansion point, pick up a scroll or something, and head out. It does have a scroll on the Crypt Lord, and it does have a mana pot on DK actually. So DK will be able to use some mass coils and heal up the Crypt Lord and the Lich pretty easily. Does have the Rod of Necromancy as well. And here we go. This will be the fight of the game. It looks like it does have some really nice units though. It has some Wind Riders to help counter against the Destroyers. Wind Riders really good at AA actually. They're really underestimated. And it does look like we have Chobo doesn't want to fight this. It's kind of a bad positioning for him. Doesn't want to fight from the side, it looks like, but he will have to if he wants to keep this expansion alive. Good means to see if he wants to make the decision. Maybe he doesn't feel like he can take this right now. Ooh, actually got to pick off a statue really quick. It does look like all these peasants are down, so maybe he's going to let this go. I'm not too sure. Really wants to engage, though, but a really nice position here by Belief. Making sure his Cripplord's out in front to tank for these Fiends, and maybe a Impale coming to counter and then get better positioning here from Belief. And there is a Spirit Link and Blood Loss on the Blade Master as well. Focus down that one Destroyer very quickly. There is a Impale. Not looking too clear for Chobo. The Wind Riders are being webbed. It does look like that one Fiend did get away from a burrow there. There is a heal. There is a Dispel coming for the Spirit Walker, it looks like, and these Wind Riders are getting picked off really easily. There was a nice coil there, picking it off. It does look like, yeah, Chobo's going to call GG before he loses any more units. So we hope you guys enjoyed game number 3. Game number 4 should be coming shortly, so hope you guys enjoy this one, and peace out.